Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to watch one of the most eagerly anticipated shows around, Celebrity Traitors, how to watch it abroad. Now when I mean abroad, I mean outside the UK, because it's premiered on BBC iPlayer and it's free for all UK people who own a UK TV licence. But if you're outside the UK, BBC iPlayer implements these nasty geo restrictions which block access to it. And if you go to the BBC iPlayer site, it doesn't matter if you're even on holiday or something like that, you'll get this sort of message: BBC iPlayer isn't available in your region. It's because it looks up your IP address and blocks access, so you can't watch Celebrity Traitors. What can you do? Well, it's quite simple, really. You want to use something called a VPN. Now, a VPN is becoming the most essential tool available if you do anything online. In the UK, there's all sorts of restrictions and blocks being applied to different people by things like the Online Safety Act, and all the best TV channels in the world really operate this geo restriction. So basically based on your IP address. So all the UK channels are all free, but if you haven't got a UK IP address, you can't use them. VPN solves all that. For a couple of pounds a month, you can use a VPN like NordVPN, which is I will show you in a second. If you want to try it yourself, there's a discount link in the description below. And I'll show you how it works. Basically, it's dead easy. A VPN will unlock BBC iPlayer and you can watch ITV, Channel 4, any of these, and of course you can watch Celebrity Traitors. There are lots of VPN servers and lots work in different ways, with different sites rather. Not many work with the BBC. BBC blocks VPNs and there's only one or two that work nowadays. NordVPN is one that does work as long as you use certain servers, and I'll show you those in a second. So basically you download and install it. NordVPN has a full program which sits in your taskbar. It also has an extension which you can put into Chrome, the browser, which works quite well as well. And I'll show you how you can get that on your TV in a minute. You just connect to a UK server. If you haven't got a BBC account, create one. It'll ask you a couple of questions. Have you got a TV license? You must say yes, and it'll ask you for a UK postcode, and you've got to find one and put one in. Any postcode will do as long as it's a valid UK postcode. Right, so let's show how we get rid of this. We don't want this BBC iPlayer message. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the Chrome extension, and we're going to connect to a UK server. Now, we're not going to connect to any UK server. We're going to need one of NordVPN's optimized BBC iPlayer servers. Now, let me just start the program. And now there are NordVPN has hundreds of UK servers, but you want to use one of these. And this is all these numbers here are optimized for working with the BBC. They switch the IP addresses and stuff so that too many people aren't using them at the same time. So we'll get one 1840, and I'll show you now with the Chrome extension. You just go to here and you search for 1840, I think it was. And you'll see there's a Canadian and a UK one. You want the United Kingdom one. And now we've connected. I'll blur out the IP address just to protect it, but there is your server. You've got a connection to a UK VPN server, and hence you've got a UK IP address. Now let me just close this, and now we can go back to BBC iPlayer and I'll show you how it works. So let's go. Remember, we've got a UK IP address now. We'll go up to BBC iPlayer. Previously we got blocked. Now you can see we go straight onto the site. Now I've got a BBC account, so I don't have to create anything. If you didn't, you'll have to go and you'll create an account. And remember, say yes to have you got a TV license. They don't check. You need an email address. Say you're over 13 or you won't be able to watch anything. And you just need the UK postcode. If you've got a UK postcode, great. Grab one offline. If you haven't, anything will do. You can use Houses of Parliament, Etihad Stadium. Doesn't matter as long as it's a real one. Let's just move down and we'll find Celebrity Traitors. Now we can go continue watching and stream, and you can see it will now go into the program. And this is all working because, now I will stop it there, but hopefully you can see it was streaming perfectly. I didn't get the error message. It'll all work perfectly while I'm connected to the UK VPN server, Nord's VPN service. And that's all there is to it, really. Right, now this works easiest, I must admit, on a PC, a laptop, or a tablet, or something like that, where you can install the VPN service. It's a little bit trickier on other devices. Mobile devices works fine. You can install NordVPN's app on that. Smart TVs can be a bit difficult. Streaming devices might support VPN, depends what you want. Gaming consoles, a bit fiddlier to get the application on as well. If you have a device that doesn't support VPN apps directly, for instance, a smart TV, put the VPN on your laptop, your desktop, whatever, and then you've got two vague options here. You can either use a cable, so if you get a HDMI cable and connect that to your laptop or desktop and to the back of your TV, select the input source to match it, so HDMI 3, 4, whatever, and then you can stream it through your desktop or laptop. If it doesn't work like that, if you're in your house or flat or whatever, and you can't use a cable, so for instance the desktop was in a different room or something like that. I should add as well, if your laptop or desktop hasn't got a HDMI socket, which a lot of the newer ones don't have, you can get a cable like this. This is just grabbed off Amazon. This is just an example. It's a Type-C to HDMI adapter. You put the Type-C plug in your laptop, presumably it's got one, and then the HDMI cable goes through that, and then you can stream directly from your device there. That won't cost me. I bought this one and it works. It was only about £6. If you can't do the cable route, use the Chrome extension if you're using Nord. Don't use the full program, use the extension, install it into your browser, and then go and find Cast in Chrome. You can see it's here, and cast the screen to your smart TV. So as long as they're both on the same networks, that should work. If you get any problems, just post them in the comments. Important tips and legal considerations. Not many, really. I've been, and many people I know have been streaming BBC iPlayer from outside the UK for many, many years like this. About 15, 16 in my case. In terms of service notice, you're not doing anything illegal. You're not doing anything criminal. You are kind of breaking the BBC's terms and services. So potentially they could delete your free account. And of course, you could create a brand new free one after. But I've never heard of anybody doing that. They will block you if they spot your VPN, and most VPNs are blocked. There are alternative streaming options. I think you can get, in the US, you can get Peacock. And Crave in Canada will broadcast Celebrity Traitors. The big problem with Celebrity Traitors is you kind of need to see it when it's broadcast. Otherwise, you're going to read something or spot something and you're going to find out who the traitors are, who's been murdered and whatever. So it kind of spoils it, really. But it is options there. And that's basically it. That's how to watch Celebrity Traitors abroad, but outside the UK. Thanks for listening, and I hope you all have a great day.